I blame Erica. She was trying to help. I see
Erica?
it slowing down. So
Wrecked.
that anime sucks.
Never mind.
I was talking about a picture of a black woman with like she was in the news. Her name was Erica, but spelled AIRWRECKA.
Okay.
That's very disfortunate.
Turd.
I don't like that.
So I'm
You can call
filtering.
black woman retarded.
I'm filtering my Pepsins,
But you can color in.
and it's slow
We're
as
live.
fuck. So
We're in the pre-stream. We're still.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
So it's slow as fuck, and I'm like, okay, this is bad. I don't like this, so I'm gonna clean it. So I go and get the sulfuric acid, and I go do something out for a little bit. Come back, I'm like, why is that at a different level than it was? Why is that higher than it was? And she goes, oh, I started the next one. Why? Is that not what I was supposed to do? I'm like, do you see the sulfuric acid there? Oh.
Oh, boy.
So that took an hour to filter itself.
Mm.
I go, oh. It nearly fucked up the machine that it has to run on after that because I couldn't get all the moisture out of the filter paper, so it gummed up the machine almost. Luckily, Trevor was there, and Trevor's awesome. I was like,
this Tuesday.
"Fuck!"
Dude.
And my NOLs keep failing low, so I think there's something wrong, not me. Because I can get pretty consistent results. I don't know if you've ever looked at my results. I'm pretty consistent. My QC ran 261 or 2.61 Friday.
2.61.
My QC ran 2.65
I see the link.
today.
Share it to all your friends.
Those are percentages, so it's
Oh, so that's
a 400th of a percent off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's pretty close. Let's look at the two things that I reran. So I looked at the two things that I reran. First result, 0.07. The second result, 0.06.
Oh.
100th of a percent off.
Yeah.
I go, okay. The next one were both so low that they just marked as below 0.05. I'm like, so I got the same results for those two. And I basically got the same result for the QC. Oh no, something's fucked. So I go to Jared for like the 5th time today. Hey Jared, he goes, hey, because he's like the only manager up front because everyone's in the Bahamas and Savannah and Tara been, just doing their own shit. And I'm like, so it was fucked. And he's like, no. But I'm just gonna run a QC tomorrow and try and figure it out. Is Raven coming?
No.
Bitch. Yeah, apparently our party's next Sunday.
Indeed.
Her graduation party at her house.
Yeah, I remember. Dude, I remember.
Is Elisa invited?
Yes.
Wait.
Aren't there 2 parties?
Wait.
Yeah, aren't there two?
Was there a surprise party?
No, it's not that. She
No, it was like a
they're
graduation
right.
party and a friend's party or something like that.
like a real.
It's the first, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So to say.
Oh god, I'm a bad friend.
No, I don't exactly know about the details either. I just remember there kind of being like maybe there's two. Maybe she wants to have like a fun party and like a more public party.
Yeah. Did you guys not put that in your planners as soon as she said it? Bad friends.
Hi.
I did.
Yes.
Fucking Oakland was So they were selling margaritas that were in cups like these, a little shorter than these, but they're frozen margs. And you know how alcohol makes it so that things can't freeze? Liquid. They're frozen margs that are liquid. I go, oh, I'm okay. He's like, yeah, they're a little boozy. Is that okay? I'm like,
You're supposed to freeze the ice and then put it in the margarita.
it was mass produced like slushy margaritas.
Yeah.
$3.50. I had
Dangerous.
6. I had 6 and 3 Michelob Ultras.
$3.50. How?
I don't
That's-
know. And the
yeah.
Michelob's,
It's like
$3. So I spent like
God.
maybe $30, and by the time I got back to the car, I was like, "We're going to eat." So we were supposed to meet at 2:20. Everyone meets at Current's house at 2:20. I'm obviously like an hour early because I'm fucking me. And we're all there. I'm like, "Hey, where are the girls?" Including Brett. So the girls.
The girls.
And he's like, "I don't know. Let's call them." So he calls Kayla, and Kayla's like, "Oh yeah, we're getting ready." It's like, "What do you mean you're getting ready?" Brett and Gabby are at my house, and we're getting ready, smoking. We go, "Okay, are you coming soon?" He's like, "Yeah, we'll be there soon." And then Karen's like, "She lives 25 minutes away." We go, "What the fuck?" So we wait 10 minutes, and then we get a call from Gabby, and Gabby's like, "Hey, Kayla just started to get ready." So we're like, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And Kayla's like, "I mean, I guess you can if you're that that excited to go. I mean, I thought someone was going to drive us. It was like, okay, see you there. So Kayla's pissed the entire time, just being Kayla, because she's controlling and stupid. And Gabby, and Brett is surprisingly well behaved out in public.
Good for him.
But I end up hanging with them and Trevor because Curvin goes to lose $300 at the blackjack table with Mikey, who won $175 off of Curvin because he was right here. Curvin was right there. He got dealt
That's
3
funny.
blackjacks in a row.
Goddamn.
He was in the hot seat. He was like, "Okay, cashing out right now."
We're going home. I'm gonna go sit in the car, guys. The next 10 hours.
Yeah, it was an interesting time. But the horse racing, boring.
Really?
Oaklawn is not clean. It doesn't-
Really?
It does not give the idea of being clean. It's a casino, obviously, but like, you know how when we went to Visions, it looked clean inside
Yes.
compared to what we thought it was going to be. I went to Oaklawn. I was like, this is the opposite of what I expected.
Yeah.
Like the front atrium is nice. It's got like a little bar and there's multiple levels. Everything past that, like the casino, dark and dreary and just uncomfortable. The horse racing part is like a gymnasium. It's very weird. And then the outside is just littered with tickets. I think everybody lost money on the fucking horse races though.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn horses, dude.
Kayla won the first 2 and then she bet big on the third one and lost big.
You fool. Man.
And then we went to Bubba Brews.
Bubba Brew.
And I got fucked. As did everyone else. And then we drove
God
home.
intended.
And then I was sad.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. All in all, good weekend, guys.
And then you cried yourself to
It
sleep.
sounds like everyone had a good weekend.
It was great. I had a great time camping. It was great.
I did too. Camping
so-
was fun, minus the one thing.
Yeah, minus the one thing. So Catherine wants to go again, but she went and on May 6th. So
Is that the paging thing you were talking about?
yeah, Paging. She wants to just go to Paging because it's close, relatively easy. She wants to spend the night somewhere where she
You can't bring alcohol to paging.
That's why we have closed containers.
I was gonna say we did.
I know.
We did.
We were like looking for places to dispose our beers the time that we went. It's like, no alcohol on premises. And we had very obviously been drinking throughout the entire night because we were drunk on
Because
phones.
then we had to leave
To go get more booze.
beer.
Yeah, so we're gonna go there. So much beer in my tent bag. Like my duffel bag has a lot of extra room.
Nice. I'm good with camping, dude. Camping? Are we?
We're live. We're live. We're
Okay.
live.
People can listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to stop. I don't wanna halt anything. Just talk about camping. I like camping, guys.
I love
This is
camping.
Campcast. So we show up.
That would work actually.
It's
Campcast
Campcast.
would work. Spectrum's canceled. Campcast is starting now.
Campcast started.
Okay, camping stories.
Welcome to our host.
I
David
pooped on the
Camp.
I pooped on the ground near the water.
Was
So
Elise jealous? Did she end up going?
no, at least did not end up going.
Oh, that's sad.
I didn't. I don't think.
Elise didn't go?
No, she was in Dallas with you,
Oh.
dumbass.
Yes, Elise was with me last weekend.
Silly.
For me and my friend Emily's birthday party, we got drunk and did some fun stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Campcast is good.
but so yeah, we can all share our weekend stories. Tristan did his.
Yeah.
Now me and Zach can share
Wait,
ours.
what did Tristan say?
He went to gambling.
Oh, yeah,
I did not gamble. I
He
only
is
paid
not
for
a
booze.
sinner. God
Yeah.
forbid.
God.
But
I don't understand how to play the games, and I don't like losing money, so I just lost money the normal way with capitalism.
So like, so you just like say, I think that horse will win, and I will put $100 on that belief.
Well, there's different things you can do. The minimum bet is $2,
okay.
or
So
you
for,
can do shitty penny bets, which no one does. And the normal bet is you bet who wins first and who wins second. I think it can be either or. You just pick the front leading horses.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if you're a fucking big dick, you can bet like, I think it's $2 per horse, so up to like $28, but like no one bets $28 if they're doing this. You can pick the sequence that the horse is end up in.
what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck? Like that's statistically like it's like that's just random chance.
That's you rigged the match.
that's like you have given each horse a little bit more cocaine than the previous one. That way you can keep track of who will finish on time.
yes, that jockey took a couple of more laxatives today to be lighter.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Were the jockeys all little Hispanic men?
I think there might have been some women. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to the
like
jockeys.
I mean,
I was
that's
busy paying
actually
attention
cheating.
to my female friends who have fat asses.
They might.
As one does.
That's
We're,
what you
we're
should pay
live.
attention
No,
to.
we're. Do you,
They're not going to listen to this.
If they do, they probably know.
They're not going to. They
They
don't know
will.
the name of this podcast.
They probably know. That
Actually, they probably don't even know that I do a podcast. They don't listen to me.
Aw.
I wonder why. But anyway, back to my camping trip.
Yeah. So tell us to Tristan, right? We get there, and then pretty much almost immediately we go and set up the tent, and then Jacob and I start fucking around with the fire, setting up the fire. Dave's like, and Dave does the hammocks, but he looks over and is like, guys, isn't it a bit like too early to start doing everything? We look over and it's like, dude. It's just me.
I said the fire because I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, because like, should we just like.
Yeah.
I meant like,
As
should
soon
we
as
gather a stockpile?
Yeah, and we went to go get stuff as well, but I set the thing up to burn. We're like, dude, you and I both know the girls are gonna get here and not do a single thing. They show up, and immediately, like Dave just finished putting the hammock on, immediately they all just walk over and sit in the hammocks, and then proceed to watch us work for the next. It's okay.
There was
Eventually.
the water was high from like some rain or something. Like, it's normally really clear, but it was very dirty and it was kind of cold, so we didn't go swimming. But there was a tree that had fallen into the lake partially, and I was like, I had my waterproof boots. I was like, okay, and we were having a hard time finding big wood, so I took my axe and I walked through the water, hopped on the tree, and I was just beating branches off of the axe for a good 15 or 20 minutes. Yeah.
Were you camped near other people?
Yeah,
Well,
kind of.
yeah, there was a family who were actually camping there, and then there's one who we don't know if they lived there or not.
Yeah, it was very, it was very like swamp people-y. Like they had a clothing, they're like campers there, but there wasn't power hookup. Keep in mind, there was no power, and there weren't really camper spots. It was a very not, it's just a random campground.
It was out of place.
It was a place. I was surprised there was a picnic table and a grill, like those concrete tables.
Yeah. Like a state park thing.
Yeah, state
Yeah.
park thing. Yeah, state park thing.
Yeah.
Like the bare minimum state park thing. We were on like a peninsula that went into the lake a little bit, but it's like a peninsula that goes into like a stream that runs into the lake.
Okay.
And so like these people, there was like 3 different campers that were fully extended, and there was like lines of drying clothes between them, and just random kids playing. And yeah, it was really bizarre. Like,
And Jacob and I went to the forest behind them, right? We had to go past through the campsite to go to some logs that had been knocked down, and we were just breaking them up for wood. And they were giving us the fucking dirtiest looks, like we were taking their stuff. State park.
Yeah.
yeah,
I can't remember. Either you're not supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to take wood from the forest. Technically.
it was it had already fallen.
Down.
So like,
Yeah, and I
I
think,
think
that
if
this
it's
wood
fallen,
was
it's
cut.
fine.
yeah.
But like, I can't remember. There's certain conservation law, like you definitely cannot cut a tree
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, of course.
But I think you're supposed to bring in wood.
You are. We didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring some wood into Petty Jean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, besides, it wasn't that much anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that sounds fine. Did Jacob tell you
Just
about
some
when we went up
sticks.
to the northeast?
Arkansas, like that one, like we all got rained out. No, that's a different one.
That's a different. No, that is the same story.
Oh, yeah.
Did he tell you about chopping wood?
No.
So the dumbasses didn't bring any wood.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
They're like, we'll just get wood there. I'm like, okay. So we pull up, and it's a the best way I can describe it is it's the beginning of a horse trail.
Oh, so it's
Like there are people in campers, and their horses have been barded, and like this is very swanky. I'm like, we in the right place, bud? He's like, I think we are. We're not. We're about a fucking 2 miles out. Supposed to keep going down to the actual campsite that we went to senior year, which is a nice campsite. It's actually a really cool place if you guys want to go there sometime.
we should go.
But we're at this other place we were not supposed to be at, and we just find a random spot, and we're just like, we're going to camp here. So we pitch the tent, and we bring in a fucking tree, basically, like a fallen tree, a little pine. And these fucking 3 jackasses get hand hatchets and just start beating the shit out of this dead tree. And of course, it's making a lot of noise, and people are giving it stink eyes, and like, it's bad. And I'm like, oh my god. Eventually, I think there might have been a heavier axe. I think I ended up going over there and just like breaking it apart with my hands, just like smashing it. And eventually, the owner of the place comes over. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm with Jacob, Norman, and our buddy Axel, and all of them immediately freeze up. But I've gone camping a lot with my grandfather, so I knew how to deal with old countrymen. I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he's like, "What you doing here?" I was like, "I think we're camping." He's like, "I don't know about that." I was like, "Are we not supposed to be here?" He's like, "Well, did you pay?" I'm like, "Yeah, we paid." He's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Is this the wrong spot?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're about 2 miles away." It's like, I mean, we're already here. And he's like, "You can stay, just don't make so much noise." I'm like, "Yeah, they're kind of fucking stupid, aren't they?" He's like, "God, yes." So we just shoot the shit. I'm standing there for like a good 10 minutes talking to this old man, and we're just shitting on all of them as they're trying to get the campsite together. And I'm like, "All right, man, well, I'll see you later. Thanks for being He's like, "You won't be here in the morning." I'm like, what does that mean? What he meant is it's going to rain tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And we got rained out. Everyone's things were soaked, and our fucking dumbass friend had slipped into the truck in the middle of the night because he was cold and ran the truck through the night with the heater blasting.
Oh, my God.
He's a dumb fucker.
Wait, who was it? No.
It's not one you know. Love
Okay.
the guy to death, but he is a special breed.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my camping story of stupidity.
That's the me and Emma were coming back from Russellville, and we almost ran out of gas in the interstate.
Yeah.
She's like, "I have 10 miles left." I'm like, "We're hitting..." What was it? You had 6 miles left. We're hitting Conway in 11
I
more
was
miles.
like, "Do you think we're gonna have enough gas?" And he was like, "It sounds like we don't."
Did you get off at the Menifee exit or something?
Yeah, no,
We went to Conway because I passed all of the places where you could stop to get gas, and then I told Dave that we were out of gas.
Yeah, no, we were in that one part of the interstate where there's no gas for like
Anywhere between
like
wherever and Conway.
12 miles roughly. Like, yeah.
Yeah, not there.
And I called my mom. I was like, "Hey, Mom, so is Dad there? I need some car advice."
I thought at 0 miles there were still more miles because
Not with that counter.
No.
yes,
not
exactly.
like
Because my
newer
parents
cars.
always say stuff like,
That
"There's
counter
always
is
more
very
gas.
accurate.
There's always more gas."
Well, because car companies don't want you to
Run out.
because
It will destroy your car.
It's bad for your car. You know, you gotta like
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And so
I
we pulled into like the one over off Salem, and it was closed. Like all their pumps were closed. The car's still running, so Emma has to back out and then go all the way down to Come and Go. I swear, like I swear we were stuttering
We were both
there
just
on the
like,
way in.
Fumes.
Yeah, we were running on like some gas.
we were like, "Please, we want to make it."
Well, we just poured vodka in the tank.
No,
That's how you do it. It's like that movie Gamer.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't just put vodka. He drinks it, pisses it, and then vomits it.
in it.
Wait, what the?
And it
Have you
runs
never
the
seen
truck.
Gamer with Gerard Butler?
No, I've never.
It's probably
seen
one of the
this.
worst movies ever made.
I've ever seen.
I want to.
It's physically revolting.
One thing I want to start doing this podcast like for a bit. At some point each week, we should all get together and watch a very bizarre movie, then talk about it for a little bit in the next pod. Because I really want to see The Man Who Killed Adolf Hitler and the Sasquatch.
with Sam Elliott.
Yes, because it looks
Very good.
It looks hysterical. And I'm like, want to check it out.
Or Blazing Saddles.
We watched that with the girls. It was so good.
That was funny. Me and Dave were watching it, and John is being ADHD, and the girls are obviously not into it. So they're talking, and John's talking as well. And Dave would just get so pissed. Shut up and watch the movie. And I'm like, Dave, they don't like the movie.
Yeah, they don't
He's
care.
like, they haven't seen it yet. I'm like, Dave, they don't like the movie.
No, but once they got like
They're saying the N word too much.
about
Dave.
20 minutes in, they got into it. Like, and they had that, where the white women at joke. It was pretty.
Where the white women.
Takes a while. Yeah, believe it or not.
2
Well,
hours. 20 minutes in.
I'll get to the reason why I'm sad at home alone on Monday.
Okay.
When my cutie pie GF comes over and we're gonna watch a movie. I'm like, well, what are we gonna watch? And I just looked over at the bookshelf, and that was the first thing I saw.
Blazing Saddles.
Damn right.
Hell
I said,
yeah.
We'll show her that.
How'd she react?
She said it's funny, and I said I don't know if you get it.
I think she
How'd she
laughed.
think about Mel Brooks being an Indian and speaking Yiddish?
I don't think she understood that he was speaking Yiddish. I think she just thought he was speaking nonsense. I don't think she knows what Yiddish is.
I think
I also
she
didn't
was
know,
probably
but
like,
David helped
he
me.
looks just like me. A true Native American.
Jewish. Yeah, as soon as he comes up and says Schwarzes,
That's
But anyway, we'll get to that story as to why I'm sitting there sad and alone on a Monday. So, this is a camping thing. We had a nice time. You know, we're hanging out. We just finished dinner. All of that stuff, hanging out. All the girls go home. And the men relocate all around the picnic table. So Dave moves the hammock next to the picnic table
Oh,
so
yeah.
we can all
That's
hang
like
out.
chill by the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hammock was like an extra seat.
So we can all chill by the fire. So me, I'm a good boy. I sit in the hammock. And there's these two trees that are about like, from the bottom between them where the hammock is, it's like 3 feet away from the picnic table, which is on a concrete slab. And so I'm sitting in the hammock, having a nice time. And then our boy Jono, who's been on the podcast many times, he decides to get in the hammock, and he is a small but dense boy. So there's about 400 pounds of man in that hammock, and the hammock's rated for what was like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, the hammock's rated for 600. The straps I bought, however, they extend how they can help you wrap around bigger trees. They're only rated for 300 per
And
strap.
David uses like kind of shitty straps and kind of like
No, those
doesn't
were
put them on there that well. I feel like
they were
You
put on
kind of
there
are
well.
haphazardly.
No, they were put on there. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Just in
No,
general,
they were put
what
on
I've
there.
witnessed.
What have you
kind of
witnessed?
just,
What have you?
like,
What
go
have you?
with the whatever.
What have you witnessed? How have you witnessed me put up a hammock poorly?
Because you'll be like, oh, these trees are this distance, I'll make it work. I'll just kind of put the straps like kind of not correct.
No.
We had the Boy Scout handbook to
We
make
did it
sure we had
correctly.
perfect straps.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Perfect.
John's
Okay.
just fat. That is the problem.
John is
Yeah, John is a dense boy, so he gets in there, and I'm like, "All right, John. As funny as this was, you can leave now." But our boy Jacob thinks it'd be real funny to start swinging the damn thing.
And the swinging makes the clip saw through one of my straps because it's putting just enough pressure on the stitches to pop them out. Mm-hmm. And then after about probably it was probably 2 or 3 minutes of consistent sawing, like swinging.
Of us saying,
He
like,
kept doing
Jacob,
it.
stop. Jacob, we're going to fly off of this and hit something.
And I was-
we can't stop it
and
because
I-
we're swinging.
And I was completely out of the situation, roasting a weenie on the fire. Like I was like, I was drunk. I was drunk as hell. Like I was like 5 triple IPAs deep.
We were beyond gone,
It was-
gentlemen and gentle ladies.
No,
of the
I
podcast.
barely remember what I said to the girls because I just kept on drinking more IPAs.
Yeah, really. I just remember being very insistent about stupid shit the entire time while the girls were
As you are.
as I'm there. Catherine, what are your 3 favorite albums? Catherine.
She could not tell her what her 3 favorite albums were.
She couldn't. And every time she gave me a cop-out, I said, I knew that's a cop-out. What are your 3? And she'd run away and go do something, and then I go find her like 10 minutes
No,
later.
no, she kept trying to like move away from Zach and Zach like he'd give her like 2 minutes of a reprieve and then go seek her out again.
We had fun times,
It
kids.
was great. It was great. It was great.
Oh, yeah, the girls already left by now, if I haven't mentioned
Oh,
that.
the girls were not. They had left for like an hour and a half probably at this point, or like an hour.
why'd they leave?
They had to go home. They had homework.
Yeah. And so, after 2 or 3 minutes of this thing sawing on through, the snaps finally decided to give out, exactly like I said. And because we're swinging, it's not like we fall straight down. We're swinging towards the picnic table. So, weight of us plus velocity of swing, plus the fact that the way that we're sitting, John climbed on top of me. So I'm kind of, it's like a Y shape, right? I'm the big line of the Y, and then John's the little bitty part. And my arm is the bottom of the Y. And so I perfectly smash my forearm into the concrete thing, and then subsequently smash my elbow into it. And for those of you who don't know at home, I have nerve problems in this exact arm. I've broken this arm and fucked up the nerves. So I hit that, and Found out later we broke the concrete slab.
Like the next morning there was a chunk gone. And it's really funny because if the foot end had broken, they would have been fine. It would just like fallen on their asses. But they broke like the head and upper like the end their heads were on. So
Yeah.
Fuck.
it was just straight down, no way to brace yourself or
That's
like
like Final Destination shit.
yeah.
And so I'm sitting there, and then I feel John get up, and I feel like Jay say something like, "Whoa, you guys okay?" Dave still doesn't give a shit at this time.
I think I'm like putting ketchup. I got scared by the noise. I had squirted ketchup all over my pants. I was like very annoyed. I was like, what? And
Day ruined. Ketchup on pants.
yeah.
Damn it.
I realized. I did the math. The girls left at like 10 o'clock straight up. The hammock broke at about 12:30. I don't remember what we did for 2.5 hours until the hammock broke.
I do not remember it being that long. It
It
felt
was-
like
no,
it was a very short amount
That's
of
why
time.
I just realized we went to because I looked at when I just took my phone when I called Raven. We were in bed.
Yeah.
We went to the tent like minutes after
Because you texted me at 12:35 and John called me at like 12:36.
Yeah, so that's when we were in the tent already. And so the girls have been gone for like over 2 hours, and I don't know. Ugh, we were really drunk.
We were very drunk, kids. And so at this point, John gets up and he's like, "Ooh, my head hurts." And I'm still lying there, and I feel like the tears coming down, because when I get drunk, I want to cry, and I don't know why. I just like to cry. I'm like, oh, shit. And Jacob's talking to John, and then he looks down at me, who hasn't moved. He's like, "Zach, are you all right?"
Like,
And I
hey,
say
man, you
something
okay?
like, "Give me a moment."
Like, it's gonna be a minute.
Be a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
minute.
That is so
Which
And
knowing
then-
Zach, knowing John and Jacob, he probably thinks he's joking.
Yeah.
I thought he was joking. I was like, oh,
Dude, they were straight up real ass tears. And they finally get me up after a while, and whoo boy, because I smashed it right on the nerve. My brain knows that something happened, but it's like, I don't know what happened, so we're gonna guess until we get it right. So I'm feeling like, ow, my fucking leg hurts. Nope, that's not right. Ow, my back hurts. Well, that one probably is right. I have this massive gash on my back as well.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And it's just going through the motions, and I'm just sitting there being a whiny little kid. And then I said, I want to go to bed. And it's like 15 minutes afterwards, and we go to bed. Not a single one of us looks at my arm after we hit it. That's how gone we were. And I believe I get put in bed first. I don't remember the order of events. I don't know if I got put in bed first, but Dave calls Raven.
we're in the tent, and
Oh, we were in the tent.
we're in bed. I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I'm going to bed too. I call Raven, and I go, "Hey, Raven, Zach broke his arm." She's like, "What?" And like, she's on the phone, like yelling, "What? Where are you?" I don't know. Call 911. I go, "No, we can't afford that." She's like, "Call 911." She
Figure
repeats,
out the
"Call."
situation.
She repeats, "Call 911" like 3 times. She's like, "Oh, where?" She's like, "I'll call 911. Where are you?" I'm like, "Okay, she might actually figure out where I am. Bye, Raven. Night, love you." I just hang up the phone. And then the next day, we're after we were like eating at IHOP after the hospital. I called Raven again, and she was like, "Is it broke?" Like, there was no hello. Just, "Is it broken?" I go, "No, it's not broke." Yeah, I guess it kind of gives away the end of the
Dude,
story.
spoiler, you fool. Idiot.
Oh,
But yeah, she was very concerned, and I appreciate that.
she was.
But we all go to bed, and I guess Dave goes and shits in the woods and then gets rained on.
No, that's actually really funny. So here's what happened. We went to bed. I am sleeping on all of my ribs are being poked by different rocks. I'm like, fuck this. So I get out of the tent, unbirth myself because the zipper gets stuck. So you can only get out. You have to crawl out. And so it's like Danny DeVito like crawling out, just like wiggling out. And so then I take my big ass knife and my phone and my keys and shit. I'm in the hammock. And then so I managed to sleep for probably about 40 minutes or an hour. Then I'm awoken. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be sick. So I wake up, throw up into the water, and then my stomach's like, you're not done yet. And so
Done yet, boy.
Round two.
Then I'm like, then so I go, I think, and I have 2 options. either walk by the Hills Have Eyes family and go into the pit bathroom that they can't, the shit pit that they have at the camp, and risk falling in like that one scene from Mad Max. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. And option 2 is far more preferable, which is taking a shit next to the shore of the lake and hoping the water rises enough that it'll sweep it away. And lo and behold, so I decide to mitigate all risk. I take off my boots, take off my pants and underwear, get by a tree naked, and do a deep, firm squat. Heels planted, and it came out in like 1 second. Like there was no strain at all. Like
Because
It's our
Squatting
ancestral
is good for
did.
you.
natural position. And so just did a quick squat. Poop came out, gone. Get back up, put clothes on. Then I went back to the
a
hammock.
full rundown, a very.
I don't know
full
why, but I would pay to see this.
And then
And then
like
he puts man pawn in.
oh yeah. Then I so it was a disgusting alcohol like liquor shit. And I was like, and I had no toilet paper. And well, I know I had toilet paper, but I had no way to dispose of it because I didn't want to put my shit trash in the regular trash because we had one trash bag, and we were going to have to carry it out. And I could not do that to John because we were going to put the trash in his vehicle. So I got a wad of paper towels and put it in my ass like a man pond to prevent the shit from touching my underwear.
Wait, why didn't you wipe?
Because I had nowhere to put the trash.
Bury it. It's biodegradable.
We did not have a shovel.
You had an axe.
Leave the,
You had a knife.
That
leave
was.
the paper towel on the ground.
I was still
We did have that.
pretty drunk, and so I was like,
There's no need. Paper towels will dissolve.
But I didn't want there to be that much evidence. Like I had already shat on the ground.
Yes, all of your friends are going to wake up hungover and go, why is that earth disturbed?
Let's run over to that lake. I really need to see.
Well, no,
this.
they
Immediately woke up and he tells like, guys, I just took a shit in the woods. Like
No,
at 3 in the morning.
because Zach, and so I put the man pond in, go back to sleep. It rained, so I had to crawl back into the tent, give birth to myself, like unbirth myself again into the tent, and then sleep for like in 20-minute chunks next to Jacob.
Yeah,
and Jacob
sucks.
won't stop moving. He keeps on smacking me in the face with his broad ass shoulders.
Oh, that's our boy. Yeah.
And then I remember we woke up, and you immediately go to piss, and you start heading the direction like, Zach, no, don't turn left, don't turn left.
Is it pee, dude?
Yeah, I had to pee.
Yeah. Get up and everyone's asking, how's your arm? And I hold the thing up and it looks like it's broken because it's so swollen. It looks like it's going in 2 different directions. And so we make a plan to go to the ER. But they just told me I'm a little bitch, and they sent me on my way. But they also told me
hilarious.
not to go to work for a week, so
Yeah.
I get to hang out at home.
You better be working on that D&D campaign.
Yeah, I'll write it.
Thursday.
Oh yeah, Thursday
Thursday.
for you kids.
That is what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that's what I told Tristan, because like you told me Austin can do Thursday. Jacob says he can do Thursday, and John
says he can.
he can also do Thursday.
He won't be happy about it, but he can do it.
Good.
So we might get there a little
He
bit
doesn't
late.
deserve to be happy.
He
Yeah,
does.
so they call me at like... So it took them a long time to fucking call me. When did he call me?
Probably like 10 a.m. or something.
Was this the 24th?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so he calls me at 10:27 in the morning.
Ooh, I was
and
close.
I've been up for a long time at this point. I'm in a bad mood, so I just pick up the phone and don't say anything. He goes, "Hey, Tristan." And that's John's clear marker that he's done something that I'm going to be very mad at him for. And I go, "What did you do?" He's like, "So Zach's son probably broke his arm because we were in a hammock together and Jacob pushed it and it flew off and he probably broke his arm, so we're going to the ER." And I just go,
And then you text me like a concerned mother,
I'm like, "How is he? Is he fine?"
and I answer like, "Yeah."
He's gay now.
Well, also like when you were like when I was like you texted me when we had just got to the ER.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, they're bringing it back now. Then so I was like, D&D question mark, because I wanted to talk about something else. I felt no guilt for.
You're like, so D&D tomorrow. No response.
No, yeah. So I felt
It's not broke. Good.
I felt no guilt for any of my role in that situation because I was so uninvolved.
Yeah. No, I wasn't mad at you. I wasn't mad at anyone, really.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
know.
mad.
I did drive you to the hospital, which was very fun
Indeed, I appreciated that.
because John and Jacob were in front of us, and I was tailgating John as much as I could. He did not notice it. He's a very inattentive driver. I didn't see him. I didn't see him look into his mirrors once. I was like, I could see his eyes in the mirrors if I could. I was like,
And he's so autistic about like the specific position of his mirrors too.
he doesn't use
He's
them.
whack. I was gonna say, and he's just driving all over the
No,
road.
he had really bad lane management. And then at one point, it was so we were taking the back roads. Yeah, max speed limit was 55. I was doing like 85 or 90 the whole time, and we would come to these bridges, and another car would time it perfectly to be on the bridges at the same time. So there's like 6 inches of room on either side. I'm like puckering my ass because I'm going so insanely fast, and there's nowhere to go.
God.
Dude, I 100% guarantee that the tone for this entire camping trip was set when we stopped at fucking, what was it, Casey's?
Yeah, Casey's.
We all had to go take our, go to the bathroom, pre-camp, and Jacob and I see our Pepsi Nitros, and we're just like, do you know what Pepsi Nitro is, kids? It's like Guinness, but Pepsi.
Oh, I've seen
It's
these, yes.
so bad. And we drank maybe half of it, and the fact that there's like 70 grams of sugar in a can of those, we knew that the entire trip was going to be ass. Wonderful time, 10 out of 10. We'll do it again.
We'll do it again, the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
maybe
smack your arm really hard?
If you did that, I'd be real sad.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt so bad. Like, this doesn't hurt at all. It's just stiff. That's why I have this little claw shape right now. That's why I can't work, because the only thing I could do is type, and I'd have to type like this. I've been trying to move my. It really hurts. I can do it. I do have finger strength though. I've been trying to use my computer at home, and I have this double pillow stacked under my arm. So
And you
I
just
have,
have a link out?
for those of you at home, I have like a chicken wing.
Yeah, chicken wing.
But yeah,
We're too scared to do cameras because we don't want to be roasted for our physical appearances.
yeah.
I'm not
We're all
scared
too
of that.
attractive.
Yes, we are.
All great camping trip.
Wonderful camping trip.
It was
Do it again.
fantastic. I would
We
That's the
actually
reason I don't
camped
like
with
camping.
girls.
That's why I don't like camping trips. They're all awful.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It was so
Up
funny.
until-
I had not
until-
laughed that hard in like a year.
Dude, we had joke after joke that was
I
perfect.
know, they're
It
all
was
so funny. But it's also terrible. Like the time that we all pissed on the fire and then we had to smell pissed fire.
Burning piss.
It was
fire.
Oh, yeah.
so our buddy Natalie was there, and she is a menace, to put it lightly. So for a good hour, every like couple seconds, she just fucking thwacked the fire and just caused a giant spray of sparks because she's drunk and an ass. And at one point, this is when this was pre-transition and pre her coming out as trans, so I didn't feel bad about saying this. I was like, I will literally beat you to death if you do that one more time.
So wait,
And I took the stick away.
Are you saying anyone threatened to beat a woman to death?
No, I just do it. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just
In
kidding.
Minecraft.
In
I've
Roblox?
never laid my hands on another person. But anyway, she was being so goddamn annoying. It was actually it pissed the other guys off, and it's really hard to piss them off. Like Blake was getting irritable. Blake would usually be the one hitting the fire.
Sparks and shit were going everywhere.
It was very upsetting.
It was a bad time.
Sounds less about the camping and more about the people you camp with.
I guess that's fair.
The girls were helpful. Cindy got quite drunk, but still helped together
Very
fire.
quickly.
She was two
gets
IPAs.
drunk fast.
Two IPAs in.
She's a lightweight.
She's extremely light.
But she did want to help, so we made her help, and so she seasoned the burgers. And then, as we're all sitting there with our hypertension, because she took the garlic salt, probably thinking it was just garlic powder,
Oh shit!
and then seasons them And then we put them on the grill, and she continues to season them like 3 feet above the grill. She's just,
And
she just does not
And
stop.
she was like, I was craving them burgers. I'm like, oh my god.
They're so salty.
I,
Oh no, Sydney.
I remember.
The only thing to drink is alcohol.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
and I was trying to grab a weenie with like with this tongs. I kept on dropping those shits, and then Sidra comes up and does it no problem. I realize they're not just slippery. I'm just incredibly drunk.
These weenies are real slippery.
Yeah, are you an IPA man now?
Yes,
No, not because you like the taste. It's just because it gets you fucked.
it's so effective.
dude,
I
I'm
was
telling
so
you,
happy the whole time.
I guarantee 100% of the problem is because we just had these burgers, and that was pretty much it for food, and our bodies said, let's get rid of all of the water that we
Oh my
have
god, you're right.
and
That's why.
replace it with alcohol. That is why. That is 100% why. We would
Oh.
be fine. Otherwise,
Oh no.
Alcohol brain.
camping's fun.
We went to the casino afterwards. We went to this place called Bubba Brews in Hot Springs. Good food, I think. I don't remember much. I was blasted, but I remember getting this like prime rib sandwich,
Ooh.
and it was very wet. So I'm like trying to pick it up, and at one point it just like falls over. And I look at Mikey because Mikey's got the same thing. I go, he's like, I mean, we're gonna have to eat it somehow. I go, look at the girls. They're not looking at me. They don't give a fuck about me, as they always do. So I go, so I just honk, head to plate, just bite into it and come up, and I'm just
Dominant male.
just like onions and bell peppers just hanging out. Just
Yeah, he-
Oh.
and Mikey goes,
Like a
Effective.
dinosaur.
because me, Mikey, and Kirby were on the same fucking wavelength that entire night. It was, we actually bonded a little bit. It was nice.
Aw.
But we also ate fucking bull testicles.
Nice.
Oh,
What the heck?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain
you
oysters,
feel
they're good.
stronger?
They're good. Like, they're legitimately good.
I don't care how good it tastes. Would never eat those.
You're
Because you're
homophobic.
not gay. Yeah.
No, because I don't want to increase my testosterone by that much. Because then all my hair will fall out, my dick will shrink.
I'd eat
Yeah.
ball dick. I would eat
I
ball dick.
would eat bald dick.
Ball dick.
Mountain, clip it, clip that.
Put it in the compilation.
Now put the
I
Put
am
the Tristan's
brain
actually
damaged.
gay compilation.
Tristan is gay compilation.
This is not gay.
You saw this this pod multiple times. You've kissed more men than women.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It makes you gay.
I think it's like 3 guys to 2 girls.
No, that's actually not that bad.
That's a good split.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same number, dude.
Yeah.
All I have to do
I
is
think
I
it's 3 guys.
I mean, 3 and 2 are basically the same.
Mhm.
Jacob and Blake. Anna and Melissa. I think it's tied.
Nice.
Nice. You're just bisexual now.
Yes.
Yay! Good job, bud.
I do not know why. If it's mock or not, but girls will always pretend or be actually excited when guys say, "Yeah, I've kissed guys before." Like,
I actually
yes!
get so
No,
genuinely
why?
excited. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
We were
American girls are weird.
I had a funny thing one time. I was at Zach and Blake's apartment, and me and Blake were sitting on a couch together, and there was a girl who she was plastered at this point, but she was a decent acquaintance at that time. And she's like, "Have you guys ever kissed guys before?" And we're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Really?" And we're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Have you guys ever kissed each other?" We're like, "Yeah, a couple times." And she's like, she just gets like this weird, predatory look in her eyes. She goes, "Would you do it right now?"
Yeah, she's like, I
And we're like, "No." She's like, "Why not?" Like,
Aw.
genuinely upset. And we
Yeah,
go,
that's
"Because we
upsetting
feel
news."
uncomfortable."
Why? I don't get it. Why? Why do girls want to see that?
Like, I think she was
That
legitimately
sounds really
turned
fun.
on. Like, it was upsetting. I
yeah.
was like, "Is this what it's like?"
It's exactly what it's like.
I don't
I'm
get
so
it.
sorry.
I don't get why. Why is it exciting?
I don't know. It just is. I guess you just don't see
Okay.
that very much. And also, guys are usually really I don't want to do anything either girly or kind of gay.
Yeah.
It's exciting when people are open about having Well,
Experiences.
yeah, and like being a little.
Well, there's a difference between open with having experiences and do it right now. I
Yes,
want to watch.
that part is a little bit.
John is
Unnecessary.
Stank.
John is now integral in the
Part of me.
Dave and Emma apartment. Oh boy.
Shout out to John.
Shout out to Mio.
You
Miss
want
you?
to tell them about the only time you've ever kissed a guy?
Oh yeah. So I've kissed a guy too.
Same
by the
guy,
way.
actually.
Same guy. Yeah. Blake. Blake is a whore. Spoiler alert, it's Blake. And so I was dating this girl in high school for a year and a half, and my boy Blake just really got into this kick of kissing men. I don't know why. He just really wanted to do it.
That he's
Exciting.
experimenting.
Yeah.
I
Something
think
like that.
in the first 6 weeks, he had kissed half of our freshman class.
Damn.
It was some insane number.
Most of them being men.
He was asserting dominance.
He was. But anyway, so the entire time that I was dating this girl, Blake was in his thing for kissing other dudes. And, Blake's one of my best friends. He's like, when are we going to kiss, dude? When are we going to kiss? And I said, I'm not going to kiss you because I got a girlfriend. I can't do that to her, man. I was that kind of guy.
And then you go and ask her, and she's like, "Yeah, kiss him." And then you're like, "I have no
She
reason."
probably
I have.
would.
She probably would have.
And then see him do it, and then get very
and
upset.
be very sad forever. So I wasn't going to do that, and I had the better sense to know that.
Probably.
Can you grab one? I can't, No, continue. Don't ignore me.
You're an idiot. I had the better sense not to say that to her at the time. So, just for this entire year and a half, I just
Give me some of that
wanted to
John
do it, and he
Vito.
kept.
This is mine. I bought it.
You
No.
bought it? Ew.
Gross. He just
You'd rather
kept.
John than Bob.
He just kept asking about it. He was
I've
very
never-
insistent, and then
I'm sorry. I'll wait to.
yeah, fool. And then around April or so, our senior year, he I think he just gave up. He just stopped. But afterwards, we were going with the school band to march in the Disney parade.
Yes.
Like we were in the front of the Disney parade, which is quite nice. And he was in band, I was in band. The girl I was dating was not in band. And between April and then we had some really bad times, and it was the endless cycle of trying to break up and not really doing it really started.
Will they, won't they?
Yeah. And we go through Disney. We have fun for the whole. It's 4 days that we're there, and it's on the 4th day, the very last day that we're there. It's nighttime, and it's very dimly raining. And I spread my time out between 2 friend groups, and I had a little bit more time with one than the other. And the one that I didn't have a lot of time with was Blake's. So he was sad that he got cheated out of some time. And so he said, dude, you better come see me before the end of this. And I go and find him, and because it's nighttime and it's lightly drizzling, the only way I can see him is if he stood under a lamppost. So we're both standing face to face pretty close under a lamppost in the light drizzle. And he's like, dude, this is probably the most romantic thing I've ever seen in my life. Can I kiss you? And I say, yeah, sure. And he didn't expect that. And so he was so excited. He grabs my head and leans into it so hard that teeth and lips connect. And we are just gushing blood out of our mouths because we're just both sliced up
Whoa.
from the super bite. And we're just bleeding all over the place. And it
Damn.
still
I
is
need-
the most romantic kiss I've ever
That
had.
is-
You
Yes.
need to watch the next season of Baki with me.
The fuck?
Only
Explain
because
this,
I don't want to spoil it. I will spoil it. There is a intense fight scene where a 2 million-year-old caveman fights a Canadian man addicted to steroids, and they share a passionate biting contest where they try to bite through the other's teeth at the same time.
A biting
that just-
contest?
That's not
The
romantic.
guy who writes Baki is on drugs.
He's
Yeah.
amazing. God, no.
Whoa.
I could do a whole I could do a whole Baki stun lock, but I don't want to. Oh god, I am so into that shit. Also, I've never had Mio before in my life. It looked
It probably tastes great.
no like
I'm just morally objected to it.
I only don't like it because of John.
Why?
because he's addicted to Mio.
He will take it
Yeah.
into a restaurant
That's good.
Yeah.
and like get a like restaurant glass of water and put it in there.
His,
Oh God.
it's so like I can't articulate why it bothers me so much.
He's an
But
addict.
I think addictive behavior patterns make me uncomfortable, so it makes me angry because I'm uncomfortable.
You got to mix it up first, dude. The one that he has, I believe, is caffeine in it as well.
Yeah, he gets the caffeinated stuff.
Which makes sense, but I didn't buy that one.
Thank
Next
God.
time.
You want to invert it?
You
You
goober.
just say turn upside down.
Invert.
Retard.
It's way more normal.
No, he works in a lab, dude. That's incorrect terminology.
Ah! Ah!
I'm sorry, I upset
You're
you
just
with
trying
the
to assault
vocabulary.
Try to assault you with a water bottle.
It's possible.
Hmm.
I'm not supporting that.
Speaking of assault,
Oh wait, shit. Oh, okay. This podcast is titled "Free Johnny." We have to talk about this because I can't change the title during the live stream. So today I saw a really cool part of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Like, so he's probably not gonna like win the defamation of character, but he's winning like the reputation fight because
I think he has a chance.
today I think it's a big deal because unbeknownst to Amber Heard, he recorded one of their conversations when he says, "I'm going to the police about you hitting me," and she goes, "Oh, you're going to the police? You, Johnny Depp, a man? Are you gonna? Do you think the jury will believe you? Do you think a judge will believe you, a man?" And her face when he played that was like, like she became a Simpsons character. Her lower jaw just started shooting to her like I can't.
She's had the most funny facial expressions throughout this entire thing.
It was like
of just this like,
puffy.
she looks really puffy.
she looks puffy and pouty. Just
And Depp looks
I
cool
hate
as
her.
fuck. He's
Yeah.
if you noticed, so I marathoned a bunch of shit last night
Of
because
course.
it was so funny. Because a lot of the stuff is memey as shit. She's been copying his outfits.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like they were like, this was what he wore this day. This is what Amber Heard wore the next day. And, like it would be like a black blazer with like a white or a gray and black striped shirt. The next day she wore a black blazer with a black and gray striped shirt. Or like he wore a bee tie pin and she wore a fucking dress shirt and a tie with a bug tie pin. It's like, oh, that's fucking weird as shit.
also, her lawyer
Weird
is
lady.
really odd.
Her lawyers are awful.
No, they're really bad. So like
What
today,
the fuck is wrong with
today,
them?
Wait, her lawyer?
her lawyer.
What
no,
do you mean they're awful?
No, like here's what happened today. Today, like so.
From what I've seen thus far, her lawyers are damn good. Like
Really?
Johnny Depp lost last week. He got totally fucked during cross-examination.
This is
Because
like,
of the hearsay
like
shit?
because of that, not because of the hearsay shit, but because of 'cause I watch the entirety of the trials. 'cause
oh
I'm
yeah,
forced
so
to.
I've seen highlight clips.
So yeah, he broke down Johnny Depp's argument enough that you can't you can't say that he necessarily did not do the things that he did during that week. It was very, very good. I mean, he's a dick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no.
that's what you want out of a man, and from that, and that's why I think like the highlight reels are too
Baity.
many people. Yeah, they're very baity, and a lot of people on the internet support Johnny
because
Depp.
everyone wants like his notes like
Yeah.
the Manosphere wants Johnny Depp to win.
Mhm.
Like the I think the conservatives also probably want Depp to win.
I would say most
Probably.
people.
Most
I
people,
think-
yeah,
yeah.
because it's like. But today I saw like a
Anyway,
very
sorry,
specific sound bite where like her lawyer was asking his witness a question, then immediately objected to the fact that it was hearsay because he has the witness like
Against
what
his own witness.
like what did the doctor say to you? And the witness said, "Oh yeah, the doctor said Depp had a like bad cut to his finger." And before he could finish the hearsay, the witness goes, "Wait, but you asked me that."
No, the judge.
Oh,
The judge is like, that's your witness. You're calling hearsay on
Oh.
your own witness.
Yeah. Maybe it's like
And there's
she's,
like a-
she's a team. Maybe it's like the least experienced one.
It's mostly the guy.
Yeah, most
Because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a compilation of basically Johnny's just like reading stuff, and everything he's just anything he's saying is like hearsay, and like Johnny Depp eventually got to the point where he's like, this is probably gonna be hearsay. Yep, it was. And
Oh, he was
he'll
was
like
winning.
stop and he'll
Yeah.
like wait, and he'll keep going. And the guy will be hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's just a fucking asshole. And then there was one point. This pissed me off. One of the lawyers on Heard's side asked him a question. He goes to answer it. The guy's like, "Hold on, I didn't answer my question." He's like, "I'm trying to," and interrupting each other fairly blatantly. But what pissed me off is the lawyer's like, Mr. Depp, I want to respect everyone's time, and I don't want to waste everyone's time. And Johnny's like, I'm not wasting anyone's time. This is like, you could just tell he's like severely, like actually genuinely hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is not a waste of time. This is a legitimate thing. What the fuck? I was like, that's fucking horrible. You're a horrible human being for that.
I think it's entirely how Johnny Depp talks, and I think that's one of the reasons he's going to lose this case, because he's
very
really
flowery with
does
his words.
waste time.
I think he will lose the case, but
Yeah.
in the court of public opinion, I really think he's winning.
Mm.
Like, if you look at how people feel about him everywhere, everyone's like, yeah,
More than likely, she
Yeah.
will never work again. He might get work. Might.
I think he will. I'll hire him. He actually agreed to come on the Spectrum next week.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I think that
Can you
is.
imagine?
That'd be weird as shit.
I would like,
I would be there for sure.
yeah.
I'd ask him hard questions like, so what's it like being friends with a like convicted and proven rapist,
Who's that?
Marilyn Manson?
I thought they weren't friends.
I don't think
anymore.
he's convicted.
No.
He's
He's convicted,
accused.
but-
Accused
Yeah,
with
accused.
yeah.
Accused, horrible person.
But then Kanye West included him and like I think Machine Gun Kelly on his album because they're all accused like of women abusers. Like
Machine Gun Kelly is?
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
accused. Kanye West is stalking Kim
Yeah,
Kardashian.
no, he's an awful person.
Yeah.
Well, when he's on drugs.
I'm
He's not
really
on
sorry.
drugs,
Okay,
actually.
I'm sorry. No offense, but Pete Davidson gives me the creepiest vibes. Like I think it's his eyes.
Just the way he looks, or
Yeah,
the way he is.
the way he looks. Like
Okay.
he looks like he's the kind of girl to like roofie women.
Oh
He
God.
doesn't have that like vibe. I don't think. The rest of
Well,
the
he-
With Pete
He
Davidson.
looks like just a drug addict.
Yeah,
Let me-
He is. Yeah.
Give me
Weed
some
addict.
I
time.
mean, he lost
to-
Ariana Grande to Mac Miller. Yeah,
Is Mac Miller dead?
yeah.
before he died.
Oh.
other. No.
Other way
It was
around.
the other way around.
Oh yeah, dude, Mac Miller's teeth always bothered me too.
Okay, interesting.
No, he had bad.
I don't remember what they look like. I guess.
He had like really bad front, like not. I'm not talking about Kirk. I'm talking like dead, unhealthy teeth.
Oh,
That's why I was like, ugh. Like I can't watch
Oh,
his music
that guy.
video.
Yeah, he looks weird.
Yeah.
He's a weird looking guy. I don't get the wrong
And-
vibe from him though.
And now he's fucking
Women
Kim
think he's
Kardashian.
extremely hot.
Dude, he's gonna do that to Kanye?
Yeah, no, Kanye.
Dude.
Kanye at one point was like, "Where are you?" And he's like, "In bed with your bitch." Or no, he said, "In bed with your wife."
I don't think is that real. Oh my god.
No, it's real. Like Pete Davidson posted that to his Instagram thing of like,
Oh, I gotta look it
because
up now.
at the end he was like trying to get Kanye to go like
Mhm.
get fucking help.
Yeah.
And Kanye is like, "Fuck you, I don't need help. I got God." It's like,
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot
and
of people who need help won't get.
and now Pete's gonna raise his kids.
Oh, but there was one thing about the Amber Heard case that I found ridiculous.
Mhm.
They'll make him repeat shit a lot.
Yeah.
Like, did you sign this? Yes. Did you sign this? Yes. Did you sign this? The same thing you said yes to, or I've said yes to the last 3 times? Yes, I signed it.
To add on to that, I know what you're talking about. It wasn't like the lawyer kept on talking about one specific signature
Mhm.
multiple times,
Yeah.
and it was infuriating. It wasn't like multiple signatures on one document. It's like, yeah, that's mine.
Why?
Which is really weird.
Yeah.
That's why
They
people are
should
like,
not
this
let
guy
the-
fucking sucks.
Mhm.
But if he, like, in the greater scheme of things, if he's doing an okay job, I understand. Like,
Oh god,
some
okay.
slip ups.
I just sorry.
Also, he spent 5 minutes looking for a fucking copy of a text. Just like an idle, because no one was able to ask questions because he was looking for the evidence.
Yeah.
Or the submission or whatever it's called.
Mm.
I feel like the judge should be like, "Hey, we're gonna move on," and like, "Hey, stop asking about the same thing." I don't know how things work though.
Could do that.
Yeah, I think the judge has done that a couple of times. I remember that coming up quite a bit. He's trying to get him in a lie or get him saying something different.
Which he's been admitting to some pretty like harsh shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
I think
he's-
he's going in there like open.
Ish.
Yeah.
Thursday was the day that was the first cross examination of Johnny Depp, and that's the reason why I'm saying it, because almost all of the stories that he has brought up have been put into reasonable doubt, where it's like these details line up either so poorly or something else lines up so well that there is doubt on Johnny Depp's side, which again, it doesn't make sense. The only thing
The
that they really would have needed to do is simply just defend it well enough that there is some kind of not proof per se, but like it's substantially true is what they call it, that Johnny Depp at least one time did what he has been accused of, which if you read the Washington Post thing is
what is the accusal?
nothing. if you read the Washington Post thing, that's why this is probably not going to work. He is never named, and I'm trying to remember the exact word. It's so vague that anything that's weird could be called up and said, yeah, this one case is substantially true, ergo, it's not defamation. Johnny Depp is trying to show that he feels that he has been defamed intentionally and lost a lot of money through not having or being asked to get role or being asked to leave roles or failing that Disney moral clause.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's really funny is that like, oh no, he would like. I bet like the Fantastic Beast fans really are really sad where this franchise is going. All 0 of them because Ezra Miller's going to get kicked out.
Shit on.
Ezra Miller.
It's already been filmed.
And
the last one's the last one, I think.
They're not going to make. He's not going to be any more. There's supposed to be 5.
There was supposed to be 5.
Yes.
Okay, might not be a fan.
No, there was going to be 5. So Ezra Miller is probably not going to work for Warner Brothers anymore since he keeps on.
He's not going to work at all.
Like he keeps on assaulting Hawaiian women and
just
white
people in
women.
general.
Yeah.
He's just a whack dude.
No, he choked a fan in Finland like a few years ago too.
What the heck?
It was actually Rania. No, I'm kidding.
That's fine.
If it was Rania, I'd
that's
understand
whack.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
It's definitely whack. I was going to say something. It didn't have to do with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. I don't even remember what it was.
Oh, wait, can I please read the Pete Davidson thing? I pulled it up like you said. It's perfect. Here's how it starts off. Let me do my Pete Davidson impression. Yo, it's Skeet. Can you please take a second and calm down? It's 8 a.m. and don't gotta be like this. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. What she does for those kids is amazing. You are so bleep lucky that she's your kid's mom. I've decided I'm not gonna let you treat us this way anymore, and I'm done being quiet. Grow the fuck up. Kanye. Oh, you using profanity? Where are you right now? In bed with your wife. He then sends a shirtless selfie with his tongue out and a peace sign.
God.
And Kanye, apparently trying to be hurtful, said, "Happy to see you're out the hospital and rehab. Same here. It's wonders what those places do when you go get help. You should try it. I'm in LA for the day. If you want to stop being a little internet shit, boy, and talk." I need to offer an apology. I take back everything I said about Pete Davidson. He's awesome and hilarious.
Yes.
Like, no, that was so good.
He is pretty funny.
Imagine how bad Kanye feels that some like skinny white dude's fucking your wife and being a better dad than you ever are, and you're like preaching or something.
Yep.
Oh, yay. Oh, Kanye.
Oh, Kanye.
Dude, his presidential run was batshit insane.
I forgot about that.
I saw some of his speeches. It was just like schizophrenic rambling. I also watched the Rogan episode with him. It was also 4 hours of schizophrenic rambling.
Mm-hmm.
Like God told me to run, and Joe's like, "Yeah, so your new stuff." And like Joe is desperately trying to get back on track.
Oh boy,
and
fish for something.
And young Jamie, the audio visual guy, is like, but he doesn't move from behind his desk once. He's like bunkering there to protect himself. He doesn't talk to Kanye.
Dude, oh boy.
My favorite Joe Rogan clip of all time is Joe's talking to a guest, and and his guest is like, what do you do for like? Joe was talking to him about a like circular wooden exercise machine he uses to like work out as a specific like leg muscle group or something. It's like it completely replaces running hills. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, really?" He's like, "Where is it?" And Jamie goes, "Yeah, it's that weird looking thing out in the..." And before he can finish, Joe turns his head like 180 degrees and gives Jamie the most like shut the fuck up now look, because it's a sponsored thing and Joe doesn't want to lose a sponsor. He said, "Shut up." He's like, And Jamie's like, oh, sorry. You know, Jamie audibly says, oh, sorry. Actually, hold on. No,
That's actually
I
funny.
forgot. I can pull it up for the audience to listen to.
Yeah, we're not getting paid for this, dude. We can
Yeah.
play whatever we want. We do take donations, though. We're a non-profit.
Yes, non-profit organization.
I miss the old Joe Rogan. That shit was funny as hell. Like, he actually, before he went, COVID fucked his mind up.
Dude, I think COVID fucked a lot of people up. I think people came out of that whack.
Like, it activated, like, his boomer genes, and then he just became really weird.
He just
Fix that shoulder. Guaranteed.
I'm about to get in my foot for my plantar.
You still have plantar fasciitis?
Horribly.
Are you still running?
Yeah, I have to.
You have to?
I just love it.
Why don't you get one of them zero runners? Have you seen that thing that I have out here?
Is it a Woodway?
No. It's a like a.
It's weird.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like an
Sorry.
sort of like an elliptical machine. It's like a.
It's weird.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like an
Sorry.
sort of like an elliptical machine to like
Sorry.
sort of like an elliptical machine to like
It's weird.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like an
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I love how Jamie, he gave him the most, like, so they all call him young Jamie. He's like 35. Joe is just a,
I saw a clip of him calling Ben Shapiro a youngin.
I know, he's like, you're this young kid, and Ben's like 31 years old at the time of that podcast.
He's got a
Oh my
kid.
gosh.
2 daughters, actually.
Does he really?
No.
Oh, Ben.
And a stacked sister.
Yeah. And a very dry wife.
So sad.
Vaginas
Her
are...
sense of humor is quite dry.
My wife, who's a doctor, says that this much fluid is bacterial vaginosis, and they should seek treatment immediately. That's...
I've had bacterial vaginosis, and let me tell you,
You're lying. No.
it's not like that. It's not. There's no water.
See, whenever you tell me about what it's like, I just imagine like just a laser, like a Death Star laser shooting out of your vagina.
It's not like that at all.
What?
No, like an energy beam. Like, ever seen DBZ? Like,
I've never experienced that.
That's not what I imagine at all.
What do you
you
imagine?
can probably imagine fungus.
There's not like, I don't know what you mean. It's more just like, oh wow, my vagina's irritated. Kind of feels weird.
Just imagine like redness.
Is it
Yes.
swollen?
Yeah.
Redness.
Oh, that's right.
Do I have that on my beard?
Oh no!
Just kidding.
Okay.
Too funny.
So here's something funny about Zach.
Guys, I'm not sure. I would like to cut a little bit short today, but like
Okay.
not now.
Okay,
Don't-
it's
don't-
only 8 p.m.
So
It's like in a few minutes.
you know about skincare, right?
Like one more
Yes,
bit.
I do know about skincare.
Oh.
You know how one of the most popular skincare medicines is salicylic acid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucks up my skin. I used
Oh.
shampoo with it for years and different kinds of shampoo with it, and it just gives me more dandruff and drier skin, no matter where.
Okay, we need to look that up and see what that's about.
Yeah, because he's been dealing with some beard irritation, and I was like, get something with salicylic acid. It'll kill anything that's on there.
Yeah.
And it goes into the pores and it helps clean them out. And he's like, no, it fucks me up. I was like, what?
It
It gets worse.
It gets worse. It gets red. It gets splotchy.
Does
It
that happen
itches.
with hyaluronic acid?
Was it high?
Does that happen with hyaluronic?
Hyaluronic.
I don't know what hyaluronic acid is.
That's
It's
the
another typical one that's in skincare products.
that's
Helps
the
clean.
that's the bad part about like that Head and Shoulders shampoo, like because it's hard to tell the difference between dry scalp and dandruff, and if you only have dry scalp and you use Head and Shoulders for your dandruff, it'll just make it worse. It'll make your dry scalp so much worse.
Yeah. Yes, it sucks. I think it's mostly just I have very thick hair. You guys, I don't think you've ever seen me with a beard. I don't think I've ever had a beard.
This is the longest I've seen you with a
Yeah.
beard ever. Like,
Yeah,
Are you
it
still
gets like I look like a Sumerian king. It's
It looks
yeah,
massive.
you should keep it. Honestly.
It's
I like
massive
it.
and dense, just like the Iranian
Yeah,
like
yeah.
carvings
Yeah.
of like the
Cyrus the
grape.
Great,
Yeah.
motherfucking motherfucker.
Like
It looks like a
people-
bunch of grapes.
So,
That's exactly what it's
speaking
been.
of Cyrus the Great and harems, are going to meet your squall's parents at some point.
What's that? What?
All right,
What's
Dave.
happening?
Mute the mic. We'll be right back. Brief intermission.
Is she?
We're back.
Okay, is she?
She claims to be.
Ah, okay.
She is. I've seen her. I've seen her dad.
You examined her phrenology.
I've examined her phrenology. I can tell by her facial phenotype that she is indeed.
What do you recommend? What do you think the
Cool.
maximum IQ she could have is based on her skull shape?
Oh my god!
Dave!
I can't tell
Speedrun
you
cancellation.
I can't tell you the answer to that because
I think at least 5. Minimum.
minimum
Minimum 5.
minimum 5. Oh boy, no, she is actually Native American. That is
Yeah.
actually true. She just, she trims her eyebrows a lot. She does have really big.
She cuts her eyebrows off.
No, she doesn't cut them
Yeah,
off.
there's a little bit there.
No, they're
And then
mostly
draws
gone.
them back
Yeah,
on.
they're mostly
She does, and I don't know about you guys. Eyebrows are a really big deal for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
They're important.
I like good eyebrows. I don't like drawn on eyebrows. I never have.
I want to
So-
copulate with a woman with strong eyebrows to have strong-browed children
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
to
dude.
avoid the desert sands of future desert Earth.
Yes.
Could she start growing her eyebrows more?
Well, she could. Yes.
Well, didn't your mom like fuck up her eyebrows permanently by plucking them so much?
A little bit. They're like not super thin, but they're thinner than she would like them to
It's
be.
because like in the early 2000s or
Yeah, they were thin, which
yeah,
was popular.
yeah, because everyone had the sperm brows for some. Why
the
was
sperm
that?
brows were the accidental product of the thin brow.
brow.
Yeah, no, because they were like they're
Yeah, like where it's big in the beginning. It's like a, you know, those girls that see
Oh,
them look
yeah.
like this and then skinny.
look at like
Big skinny.
Mean Girls.
I gotta look this up. I've never heard of sperm brow before.
It's an unfortunate thing. that
Unfortunate.
people-
It is. It
Or
does sound
they
very
usually
unfortunate.
like pluck too much from the middle. Like it's good to pluck the middle, but if you go too far in towards the eye, then you also get that
Oh
effect.
I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's like-
I've seen. Yeah, some of these are really bad. Some of these are not bad.
Oh my.
Like
Yeah.
that one, terrible. But I mean, those are fun. They're just a little bit thin. I don't know. I usually like more natural, kept but natural. I pluck my eyebrows every day. Here's your fun fact about Zach. I do right in the middle.
You
But I
do?
don't
Makes
touch
sense for you.
his.
Yeah, Bobby had to do his eyebrows for years
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of the unibrow.
It takes it takes me
Like,
1 week
it's
for it to
just-
grow back
yeah.
for a full ass unibrow.
Nice.
Consistent.
I know. It's those dominant genes. But I don't know, dude. That's like
So wait,
one of the. It's like the first feature that I notice in people is their eyebrows. I'm just not good with anything else.
can we have our own to debate like American history or something?
That'd be so
Sure.
I promise I won't use a single racial slur against
Oh.
her.
And don't be derogatory.
That is like, do you know how much you're asking of me?
Yes, I do, and that's a requirement.
Don't worry. She's a firebrand. She can handle it.
She's
She
so
can handle Dave's
confidently
correct
incorrect.
information.
But she can handle my facts and logic.
Oh boy.
That'd be
Yeah,
interesting
that'd be
debate. It's like, well, yeah, it's like David destroys Native American woman
fun. With facts and logic. You're a little Ben Shapiro. I'm proud of you,
Oh
son.
Christ!
We don't
Yeah.
love that.
That's definitely fine.
Oh, never. No, it's like someone so confidently incorrect really fascinates me. And I want to know them more.
Yeah. Understandable. Hopefully she doesn't review the previous podcast episodes before she gets here.
Yeah, she might actually learn something, and then.
I just wanted to talk about her eyebrows.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about.
Just kidding.
Okay, so yeah, U.S. military and most other world militaries are based off the French system, and
Damn it, Dave.
and Prussian influences.
Yeah. True facts.
And there were many women warriors.
I gotta. Damn it. I gotta go to Tristan with this one. So, we'll ignore the women warriors one. But the other one,
They're only found in the forbidden history textbooks from the Forgotten Century, where an army of women from the Brazilian rainforest of the Amazon took over 2/3 of the world's landmass, and they were permanently written out of history by white male historians in the year 1654 when they started writing textbooks. Sorry, guys.
He is exaggerating.
They call it the mythical Atlantis, but it was actually Vaglantis.
It's called the Forgotten Century.
All right, One Piece.
anyway,
Episode 68.
anyway,
Of 1015, 16 now.
anyway. I'm just saying. One discussion that we had in this whole prep is that we were watching Blazing Saddles, and it gets to the part where it's like all the bad dudes. So you see the bandits, you see the Nazis, you see the Klansmen, and all that, and they're talking about all of the bad people in the row right before that. And he ends it with Methodists. She says, "Why does everyone hate on Methodists?" She said, "I don't know. She is Methodist."
Is she religious?
Adjacent.
Yeah, adjacent. Both of her parents, I believe, are pastors.
Okay, I want to mute it for 1 second.
Okay.
Dude,
It's also a Roman fanfic.
Okay, we're unmuted. Dante being fanfiction is actually kind of hilarious when we view it through that.
Well, it's not just biblical; it's literary too.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, Virgil, the greatest poet of all time. He loves me. He's gonna show me around to hell.
It's like if I wrote about me and Batman hanging out. Batman's like, wow, Dave, you're pretty cool.
Dude, and
Also, masturbating to hentai's okay. Dante's biggest problem is lust. Is like lust is the mildest sin.
Yeah.
No one cares. It's okay.
he fucking literally put it's literally a Sonichu comic.
It is Sonichu.
He was exiled from Florence at this time. He puts everyone who exiled him in different places. And
Oh my god!
he's getting tortured.
That connection is so good. Is Chris Chan just the modern Dante?
Essentially, Virgil is the Sonichu of the story, but it's the same thing as the Sonichu comics. It's like it starts with that and then comes to just revolve around Dante.
Yeah.
God, the opening to that poem is so fucking weird. It's like I was walking through the woods and a Black Panther walked through my... What? The fuck?
It's
And
actually
that
really
Black
hard.
Panther turned into... What? The fuck?
God, the fuck.
The video game movie's way better. They made a cartoon based on the video game. It's fucking metal.
Dude, I like that video game.
It's just like a
The
God of
video
War
game's
game,
cool
right?
too. Yeah, it's kind of God of War. It's an action game.
Yeah.
The cartoon's really good too because like
I think we're still muted.
Oh, we're not muted. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
So they did it like in different animated styles. So for the first like they had different companies do it. Like it's like a lot of movies did that. Like Batman Gotham Knight did that. Like different Japanese studios would animate different episodes. And so the first like third of the Dante's Inferno movie, he's sexy Dante. He's shirtless, long-haired emo with like an 8-pack abs. And the movie opens. He gets attacked by a lion, a tiger, and a bear at the same time. Does a somersault while on he's riding the horse. The horse does a backflip and he kills all of it with his sword. And he's like, Beatrice! Like he screams Beatrice like a retard at least 1,000 times. Like Beatrice! Beatrice!
God.
It's my favorite movie.
This sounds peak.
That guy?
Yes, sexy Dante.
Jesus Christ.
Sante. That is actually kind of hot.
The video game is better than the fucking book.
You never read the book. You never read the book, dude.
I did. It's boring. Books.
What are you talking
It's
about?
like poems.
Yeah, no one's read.
read
No one's read
fucking
Paradiso because Paradiso's weird.
What do you
It
mean,
is
dude?
weird.
He's just hopping around planets.
Yeah, big balls of light.
Yeah.
Purgatorio is also really weird.
Yeah, that's after he
It's
like
Inferno. So
it's Inferno.
So you
Purgatorio.
go down through hell, and you get to the bottom of hell, and then you go through hell up to
You
Purgatorio.
have to climb Satan.
You have to climb into Satan's belly button, and then gravity reverses, and then
you climb up backwards.
yeah.
Yeah, Dante was on some fucking next level drugs.
Yeah, well, because it was he just got exiled, and I think it was either reeling from or in the middle of the Black Death, so it was either very end of it, and so everyone's either fucked or dead at this point. And he probably hadn't seen another human being that wasn't a fucking servant in a long time, so he had time to think.
I also like how the second book, Purgatorio, is by far the least interesting because Purgatory is the least interesting.
Does it have the boulder part? When they roll the boulder, yeah.
Yeah,
Then having.
yeah, jumps around planets.
I think we should probably end it. The pod.
Yeah, end it so I can have the funniest religion story told by Zach.
I
think you know exactly what
I'm tired and I need to study for finals, like finish another paper. So thank you, dear viewers, for tuning in. We support Johnny Depp, except for Zach. He loves abusers.
Support Johnny Depp because he's probably the greatest actor that has ever lived.
Oh my god.
That's actually what my supervisor says.
That is the best opinion I've ever heard.
I wouldn't even put him in the top 10.
I always forget he's an actor. I liked him in Gilbert Grape.
That was a great movie.
Honestly, his weirdest acting role.
Okay, no,
He's just weird.
He played a normal dude in that movie. He's playing.
Well, that's the
Which
thing.
is weird.
Have you ever seen the movie? It's like he is it's in the same vein as Gilbert Grape. He's like a weird street musician that falls in love with like an autistic girl.
I ain't seen that.
It's really good. It's like one of those earlier movies.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't speak. He's like a mute.
Oh.
He's a street musician. He falls in love with like a mentally disabled. No, just an autistic girl. Like she has like weird tics, but she's not like
OCD.
yeah, like OCD, like anxiety, severe anxiety. And like the conflict is between him and like her overly protective older brother.
Based.
It's a good movie, but he's played weirder. That's one of his weirder roles.
He just makes me uncomfortable.
Do you think Leonardo DiCaprio playing a retard on screen in Gilbert Grape was like super offensive when you think about it?
No.
Well, he's not. Well, like listen, he's not actually retarded. Like,
Well, he actually spent a lot of time with mentally disabled kids and like
for method acting.
Yeah, not method acting. No, Jesus, you're baiting me.
It's like, you see, I did the moral thing and observed these weird autistic children to learn their ways.
Well, look at that versus.
Well, he didn't want to go running around,
Gump, right?
But Simple Jack is a
Yeah,
better
I was
representation of autism. It's more. It has more heart. It's more accurate. That's what autistic people are like. I can talk to animals.
Oh my god, he's Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
Simple
dude.
Jack.
I know, dude.
Just Simple Jack in it.
You
like-
never go full Rita.
So to end the podcast, I'm of the opinion that Leonardo DiCaprio pretending to be mentally disabled is the equivalent of blackface. I will not back down.